This is going to be an energy reading for Libra. Gang. What up, gang? What up, gang? If you are Libra, this energy reading is going to be for you, beloved. Alrighty. So I heard choosing healing. Okay. You could be choosing healing, Libras. All right. And there's someone in your energy that tried something. I don't know exactly what it is that they tried, but it backfired on them. Okay. Because you ended up walking away from this person. Okay, you're choosing healing and you're giving yourself grace. It's really what it's giving me. Okay, maybe you dealt with someone who you know that you shouldn't have dealt with for maybe so long or whatever the case may be. And it's almost giving me like you were at a turning point. You were either like, I'm going to have to choose healing and work on me so that I don't allow myself to continue to deal with this person is doing. Okay, or you just kind of caught on to someone's game or caught on to what this person was doing, and you just chose to walk away from whoever this individual is. All right, I also heard the man in the mirror. I don't know if you were facing the man or the woman in the mirror and realized that it started with you and you were going to have to take accountability, because as long as you allow someone to hurt you, or as long as you will continue to allow someone in your space and they're hurting you, that would be on you. Okay, or you distancing yourself, walking away from this person, let go of this person, has this person facing the man or woman in the mirror, because whatever they tried to do to you has now backfired on them, and now they're going to have to take accountability for whatever it is that they have done. All right. Anyway, though, gang, let's see. That was a whole mouthful. For Libra spirit, what does Libras need to know? Yeah, you choosing to walk away is helping you to clear blockages. So this is definitely someone who was creating blockages for you. Okay. But for Libra spirit, what does Libras need to know? Ask my higher self, the Most High, and the Ascended Masters to have this intuitive reading. Alrighty, gang, at the top of the deck, you are very intuitive. You are very intuitive, Libras. Okay, so trust your intuition. On the run is here. Okay, now this could go two ways, because I'm looking at your resistance to change. Now, I don't know if someone is running from change, from healing. Someone resistant to change is running from the changes that you're making. Okay, or this is someone who's actually on the run, like from jail. So you take the high resonance. For you, the letter H can be significant. Okay, let's see. For Libras, what does Libra need to know? I just see neglect. Now, I don't know if this is someone who neglected you. Okay, for some, this could be someone who neglected you and then tried to make a return. Maybe even tried to gaslight you as if they didn't, like, reject you, ghost you, neglect you. Okay, I seen runner chaser. So this could be someone you had a runner chaser dynamic with. Because I told y'all, on the run for some could be just someone running from the healing, running from the changes that you're making. This could be someone who's resistant to change. Okay, or flip switch it. This is someone who is choosing to walk away from you. Okay, because you thought that you were going to come up with some type of mastermind plan to get somebody or whatever the case may be, and it backfired on you, and then somebody ended up walking away again. You just took it out of things for you game, but self-sabotage is flipped over. Okay, someone here has self-sabotaged. This could be someone who's still in love with their ex, Libra. Okay, and I know the last time I did Libra's reading, something was significant about someone trying to like treat y'all as like a sneaky link. Okay, like a sex mate. Okay, for some, Leo energy could be significant, because something about someone trying to flex on their ex is significant. So I don't know if this was someone who's trying to flex on their ex by getting with you, because they were still in love with their ex trying to flex. But you trust your intuition, especially about someone who has been self-sabotaging. Okay, starting a new chapter is here. Maybe you're starting a new chapter. Okay, I told y'all, choosing inner healing. Give yourself grace. And I did say that. Blockage, clear it. I just literally said this. Blockages are clearing. Okay. So you could be starting a new chapter, clearing blockages. Okay, choosing inner healing, giving yourself grace, or you need to give yourself grace, okay? Because you're allowed to make mistakes. You know, sometimes, you know, we want to be a very trusting individual, a loving individual. We want to show compassion. We want to be very caring. We want to give people, you know, opportunities and chances to prove themselves, to try to do better in life, all of that. Because it's definitely giving me that, someone who felt like someone was going to make the better choice or a wiser choice or to treat them better or something like that. Okay, but now they're looking at themselves like, I'm going to need to choose inner healing. Okay, but it's clearing blockages for whoever this is who is trusting their intuition about someone who could have sabotaged the connection between y'all. Okay, let's see for Libra spirit. 777999 can be significant. Okay, toxic attachments to drugs, alcohol, and theft. Okay, so you could have been dealing with somebody who had toxic attachments to drugs, alcohol, theft. Okay, it could be someone who was trying to dim your light. Okay, trying to make you feel less than. All right. Okay, helping to learn and grow. But I feel like this situation was helping you to learn, to grow. Okay. On the back of here is someone lied in court. Now, for someone really could be on the run from jail, Libra. This could be someone who lied in court. Okay, now I don't know if this is someone who lied in court about their toxic attachments. Could it be like drug court, probation? I don't know, something like that, some of the sort. Piercing and tattoos. Someone got piercings and tattoos. Okay, the letter B can be significant. Hobosexual is here. Someone's a hobosexual. This could be someone who likes the nightlife. They're up all night. I did see party a lot. So you could be dealing with somebody or was dealing with someone, Libra, who was self-sabotaging. Now, for some, this was you. Okay, you were resistant to changes. Because the card did say you're resistant to change. Now, this could be you. Okay, this could be someone else in your energy. But there's someone here who's a self-saboteur. They can have toxic attachment to drugs, alcohol, theft. They could party a lot. Could be someone who's a hobosexual, someone who likes the nightlife. You got the nerve to be a hobosexual and like the nightlife? Where's the getting to the bag? I don't know. I'm confused. Where's the getting to the bag? The letter N can be significant. Okay, I told y'all I seen partying a lot. Partying a lot is here. Okay, hobosexual, honor and respect. Some of y'all, this was someone who wasn't showing you honor. They weren't showing you respect because it's in reverse. Okay, blockages are clearing. That's here twice. But the actions that you're taking, I feel like it's helping you to clear blockages. So if you're choosing to walk away from this person, trust your intuition when it comes to this. This situation could have been an opportunity to help you to learn and grow. To choose inner healing. Okay, especially if there were certain things that attracted this person. Maybe at one point y'all both were into toxic attachments. Maybe y'all both was into, doing drugs, alcohol. I don't know. Maybe y'all used to party a lot together. I don't know. Because we got party a lot, nightlife up all night. Okay, no more talking, take action. Spirit is saying no more talking to this person, no more compromising with this person, take action. And that could be to take action to walk away, take action to work on healing, to growing. Okay, choose inner healing. Give yourself grace. Okay, so you could be taking action towards choosing healing and giving yourself grace. This situation helps you to learn and grow. Okay, possibly surrender and let go of things, toxic habits that you had, even Libra. Okay, someone's in fear of what's to come. Okay, someone could fear the unknown. Please don't fear the unknown, Libra. I don't know. This could be you. Starting a new chapter is here twice. So something about someone starting a new chapter is significant. Okay, this could be a start to a healing journey. A catalyst for a healing journey. Okay. But don't allow doubts and fears to consume you when it comes to this new chapter, because I feel like the changes that you are making, you choosing inner healing, you choosing to walk away from someone who could have sabotaged a connection, okay, is going to benefit you in the long run. Okay, now for some, it could be a Libra out here who you need to trust your intuition about. If this is a cross watcher watching, because this could be someone who's a self-saboteur. Okay, am I saying that right? Self-saboteur, whatever. Okay. And this person could have toxic attachments to drugs, alcohol, theft, or whatever. But this person could, you know, if it's a Libra, maybe a Libra is learning their self-sabotaging ways. Because something about someone looking at the man or the woman in the mirror. So it's either one of y'all. It's either you, Libra, or it's someone else. It's almost giving me like it's not this other person. Because this other person could be resisting to change. Okay, but there's someone here who's realizing they need to face the man or the woman in the mirror and work on healing themselves, helping themselves, learn from this experience and grow from it. Okay, so they can move forward, I feel like, with peace. Okay, to someone who will give them even reciprocity, someone who is also choosing healing. I feel like it's going to be a beautiful new start. Runner here again. But there's someone here who's a runner. Okay, the letter A. All right. The karmic got caught red-handed. There's a karmic who got caught red-handed. Cancer energy could be significant. Okay. In fear of what's to come. That's what's behind in fear of what's to come. It's Cancer energy. The letter A. The karmic got caught red-handed and runner. Now, you be mindful of someone like running from a situation to run to you. Because, again, going back to that last reading that I did for you guys, something was significant about someone coming towards y'all. And if I'm recalling it right, this could be someone who's experiencing some type of divorce, a breakup, whatever. And they look at you as an object of sexual pleasure. And so they want to run to you after running from a connection where they could have sabotaged. Again, you just take that how it resonates for you, gang. All right, but let's see. We got the High Priestess, trust your intuition. Pisces energy could be significant. Cancer. Okay, when it comes to this transitional phase, this is a transitional phase for you, Libras. Okay, you're mentally moving into a calm, but you're also detaching, releasing. Okay. Walking away from someone. Okay, let's see for Libra spirit. Or someone doing this to you, Libra gang. You just take out resonates for you. I mean, it's a learning experience either way. Okay, because if you're being walked away from, someone's choosing to walk away because they're making healthier choices and they feel like the situation has gotten too toxic, maybe you need to take a step back and look at yourself because you might be the toxic person. I don't know, gang. I mean, we all have to take accountability. You know, I'm a Libra, so I ain't trying to just point fingers. Okay, but there could be somebody out here, Libra, who's been self-sabotaged because they've been, you know, they have toxic attachments to drugs, alcohol, stuff. Okay, and they have an opportunity to learn and grow from this experience by choosing inner healing. And maybe someone had to lose someone to realize that they're sabotaging ways. Okay, get a change perspective. Maybe about the things that they need to surrender, release, let go of, that maybe they weren't releasing or letting go of. But someone's going to find out information. Now, there could be someone, too, Libras, who could be watching you as you walk away. They could be in their head. Okay. Let's see for Libras. At the bottom of the deck, you guys have the Knight of Swords. Okay. Someone's taking fearless action to seek a truth or communicate a truth to a divine feminine, Taurus, Libra energy. Okay, someone wants to communicate a truth to you, divine feminine. Okay. I don't know if this has to do with legalities. Okay, remember I told y'all someone could be getting a divorce or breaking up. And they might tell you the truth, like, oh, I'm done with somebody so-and-so now. But that doesn't mean that this person has good intentions, Libras. Okay. We have a Tower card. Someone unexpectedly is going to happen, Libra. Or someone's going to get a reality check. They're going to find out some information. With the Page of Swords here, it could be a masculine. Okay, that you're moving on from. To take this leap of faith to start a new beginning. Okay, you're closing out the cycle with the World card, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Libra energy. To focus on healing and happiness. That's what you're manifesting. Okay, you can also be manifesting healing your heart space. Okay, so this is definitely a situation where your heart space was affected, but you are healing it. Okay. There could have been a karmic connection that was really stressing y'all out. There could be a karmic, someone who is stressed out. Okay. They could use toxic attachments to drugs, alcohol, maybe even their lifestyle as a way to try to get out of their head, to try to stress less. But this is someone who really needs to go within with the Hermit card that I just seen and work on soul searching, finding themselves. Okay. Now, I don't know if this is someone who feels lost in the sauce, Libras, or they just bound to their own toxic habits. But something about this person needing to really go within and face themselves. Okay, now maybe you meeting this person had you to go within and really face yourself when it comes to maybe toxic habits, attachments that you've had. Even if this is the toxic attachment you had to somebody, because maybe you were a bit obsessive over this person. Maybe you were a bit possessive over this person until you seen this person's toxic traits. Okay, let's see. For Libra spirit, we have the Justice card, Libra energy. Some of you guys, Libra, with the Justice card are going to be the one who's going to get a reality check. But it's to help you to take accountability. Okay. We have the Six of Pentacles. You could have paid off some type of karmic debt, Libra. Working with this karmic could have helped you to soul search and go within. Maybe about some trauma that you needed to work on with the Eight of Pentacles here. But I do see you working on that. Okay. Let's see. For Libra, we have the Strength card here, Leo energy. Told y'all, for some of y'all, Leo energy could be significant. We got Leo, Libra, Aries, Scorpio here. This Tower moment was to show you a strength as well. Or was to strengthen you. Okay, to help you to raise your vibrations with the Sun card here, heavy Leo energy, and set boundaries with someone who you're healing from. Okay, as you detach and release and move on mentally, I also feel like you're raising your vibrations in the process. Something about your perspective about whoever this is has changed. You could be holding back from this person as you turn things around in your life. Okay, now this person could be in their head about wanting to reconcile. But this is someone who sabotaged, caused confliction and confusion. Someone could be feeling weighed down mentally as well. Or this was someone who caused you to feel weighed down mentally. Now you're finally coming into like a mental calm. You know, you could have been carrying, I feel like, not just your burdens, but the burdens of this person. Okay, for Libra spirit, 811 is significant. 1166 is significant. 616, 1618. We have the Moon card here. There is someone here who is operating out of their shadow. Now, maybe you are operating out of your shadow, because some of y'all could be coming out of your South node, going into your North node, Libras. I'm also seeing two individuals who are like day and night, two very different individuals. Okay. Someone could be masking and hiding too about a court case where they have to pay out. So if you're dealing with somebody who is dealing with legalities, they could be keeping it hidden about this. About them having to pay out to something. Hold on, gang. My bad, gang. But it's also giving me too, maybe you've gotten a reality check, Libras, with the Justice card here. And this could have to do with maybe some karmic debt that you had to pay off. So you could have met this karmic. It could have been destined or fated for you to meet this karmic individual so that you could do shadow work. Because the Strength card and the Moon card for me is a combination of shadow work. Okay. So yes, this reality check could have given you insight on your strengths, showing you, your strengths, how strong you are. But I also feel like it showed you maybe some doubts or fears that could have been illuminated with that sun card that I seen, so that it can help you to heal. Okay, to do your healing, to learn and grow. So you're learning maybe some shadow aspects about yourself, the dark side of yourself, Libra. Okay, and we all carry light and dark within us. You cannot tell me that there's not a little darkness, a little mystery within you. Okay, we out the higher vibrating, the more optimistic and positive individual, the lower they shadow aspect is. Like someone who could be really high vibrational and really positive and optimistic can have a really dark shadow. We all carry light and dark within us, even me. Okay, but it's definitely giving me like, this is someone that you met in your South Node to give you a reality check and take accountability for maybe the negative parts that you were pouring into. These things were being illuminated to you so that you could strengthen your shadow aspects, to do your shadow work, to heal the shadow. Okay, because we can't necessarily surrender, let go of the shadow. We can't end the shadow. We can't kill the shadow. Just like you can't really necessarily kill an ego, or the ego is not necessarily dying. It's healing. Okay, and I feel like in this case, that's what you're doing. You're healing your ego. So this could be also helping you to become more confident in self, more self-assured. Okay. Some of y'all are going through a dark night of soul, or you've already experienced this with the tower here. Okay. This tower could also be a backfire on this other person, because if this person thought that treating you out of ego, by, causing betrayal, hurt, pain, trauma to you, really helped awaken you, illuminated things for you so that you could heal, learn from this experience and grow. Okay. Yeah, some of you guys are going through like a dark night of soul, a heart chakra awakening, but you manifested this. Okay. This is something that you manifested. I guess you're manifesting a new beginning in love. Maybe you want a new beginning in love. Okay. And this could have been someone that you met that you're very passionate about. Y'all could have had some type of passionate beginning with this person. Okay. But again, I feel like it's to help you to heal with the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and close out this cycle with the World card, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy, or just to master learning self. Because something about someone soul searching and really learning more about themselves and healing is significant. And I feel like a part of you on this self-discovery journey, learning about yourself, you learn about your shadow aspects, yes, but you also learned about your strengths, Leos. Okay. And in this new beginning, I see you making a smooth transition, living a life of ease, taking control of your life, learning what it is that you want to manifest. The Spirit is saying meditate on maybe some inner conflict that you have, that you're dealing with. Okay. Because there's a lesson here with the Hierophant card here. So trust your intuition. All right. Let's see. For Libra Spirit, what does Libras need to know? We have the Star card. Yeah, I feel like these shadow aspects, even your strengths, were all to help you to heal. The strengths being illuminated, your shadow aspects being illuminated, your doubts, your fears being illuminated, it was to help you to heal. Heal the shadow. Okay. Also make a transitional phase from your shadow self to your higher self. So y'all could also be learning how to better trust your intuition. Okay, because maybe you've seen red flags in this person, Libra. Maybe you knew this person was only there for a good time and a long time. Maybe you knew that this person was a runner. Maybe you knew this person only wanted sex at one point, or whatever the case may be. Okay. But now you could be learning too to pay attention to the signs as you heal. I'm seeing a wish fulfillment here. Okay, but there's someone who's holding on to you. A King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's in reverse. Libras. Libra masculines. I don't know if you're dealing with a water sign feminine. Now, this could be someone who's like with the Queen of Cups in reverse. This could be someone who is really clingy. Okay. Emotionally needy. Okay, it could be someone who's been emotionally neglected. For some, Libra, this could be someone, an ex of yours who's holding on to you, who emotionally neglected you. Now, for some, if you were emotionally neglected, maybe this person felt like you were really needy or whatever. But with the moon card here, it could go either way. Either this Queen of Cups has been suppressing and neglecting their own emotions, Libra, or this King of Swords is so into like the logical body, mental. He's trying to make sense of emotions because he suppresses, or he tries to make sense of his of emotions through logic and understanding through logic, opposed of through the emotional body, because this is someone who suppresses their emotions. So I don't know. It's almost giving me like someone trying to make sense of why another feels a certain way, but they're being more logical about it when it's not a logical thing. It's an emotional thing. And I don't know if this is someone who's having trouble making it make sense to another person who's trying to think logically about it. I don't know. Something about that is significant as well. Maybe there's a lot of suppressed emotions that you tried to hide from yourself, Libra. And in this heart chakra awakening, these emotions could be coming up so that you can feel it and heal it. Okay, because it could be emotions that you've been neglecting. You know, maybe you felt emotionally neglected in this connection with this person. They were indifferent to how it was that you felt. You know, as long as they was, you know, getting some good, that was cool. Okay, but I do see you moving forward to create more balance. Okay. Now, this could have been a past life karmic or someone of your past. Something about you guys racking up some type of karmic debt. And again, this could be in a past life that you're clearing in this lifetime, or maybe some karmic debt that you've accumulated in your past, and now you're having to pay off that karmic debt. But something about this having to do with you more so. You meeting this person so that shadow aspects of you could be illuminated, so that you can heal those parts, because maybe you had self-sabotaging ways or toxic habits or beliefs in the past, whatever the case may be. Okay, now this person could be holding on to you, and it could be a Libra masculine. Libra masculine, there could be a feminine holding on to you. Maybe you tried to make logic out of this person's emotions. Now, it could be something has happened in this person's past, in childhood, where they don't know how to deal with or handle their emotions properly. I don't know. Okay, let's see for Libra spirit. Because it could be a feminine who's suppressing their emotions. And there could be a masculine who's trying to talk to them about them neglecting their own emotions and how they feel. I don't know, because it could be someone who's silently watching this person. Because the Queen of Cups in reverse could also be someone who's on an emotional roller coaster. Okay, really shifty with their emotions. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out in reverse. Someone's really slow to grow, and they really haven't been putting in the work to grow, to heal. Trust your intuition. This could be that person holding on to you, creating illusions. You're going to awaken to this with a Judgment card here, Scorpio energy. I feel like when you awaken to this, it's going to help you to make a judgment call to reject someone so that you can continue to make healthier choices in love and in life. Okay, someone could be dealing with like deep depression. This could be someone who has trouble sleeping at night. So if this is someone who lives a nightlife, they could have trouble sleeping at night because of this deep depression. Now, for some, they're taking something for this. Now, I don't know if this is like depression pills or if this is like drugs or alcohol. We did have toxic attachments to drugs, alcohol, theft. So this could be someone who tries to mask how they feel by using. Okay, maybe at one point you did this, but you chose to heal from that, or heal the shadow aspect of you. Maybe something that happened to you in childhood that could have had you at one point using, I don't know. And this could be drugs, alcohol, whatever, y'all. Okay, something that's toxic. Yeah, I feel like that's coming to an end. You're making change. So if you did have certain toxic habits or things that you picked up on because you were dealing with deep depression or whatever, that can be changing because you're choosing to heal. You're becoming more confident in self, and you're becoming more self-assured, and you're learning more about yourself. Okay. Now, I don't know if you feel like you lost yourself in the midst of dealing with this person, Libra, or you lost yourself a long time ago, and it took this person who was also lost to waking you up to the fact that you needed to focus more on self and pour more into self, because it's kind of giving that too, like give yourself even reciprocity. Because you could have been giving a lot of you away, not really knowing this, not really seeing this. Okay. Yeah, whoever this King of Wands is, they chose the wrong path. That's why they're holding on to you, Libra. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sag that you ended things with, so that you can make some type of change. Could be a catalyst for change. You could have met this person, could have been a catalyst for change. For Libra spirit, what does Libras need to know? Some of y'all were dealing with like another air sign, Libras, or some of y'all were dealing with a fire sign. But definitely trust your intuition about whoever this is that was creating illusions. Could be someone who kept you in the dark about a lot of things. Okay, you could have definitely been under some type of illusion. Maybe even confused. Okay. And I feel like the confusion was maybe why this person was sabotaging, or confused as to what this person was hiding, or for some, this person could have been hiding you. Even though the High Priestess is upright, it's almost giving me like trust your intuition about someone creating illusion even around like y'all being like a mistress, keeping you hidden. And you could be someone very intuitive. You could be, I mean, for some, you could be a reader. Okay, but don't necessarily have to be. You could just be someone who's very intuitive. And that was the very first card we had. You are very intuitive. Maybe your intuition was telling you that, you know, this person was operating out of their shadow self. That they were illuminating doubts and fears in you. I mean, you could even know that this person was like treating you like a mistress, or had you as a mistress. Okay. Because the Seven of Cups is also about options. Like this person could have had hidden options. Even someone who's like a High Priestess, someone very intuitive. We got Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Libra, Scorpio, Aries, Aquarius energy here. Because this person could have been keeping it hidden who they were given to. And this could be you and other options. That could be why it is that you're rejecting this person. This person could have made you feel rejected. Okay. Could have had you in a pessimistic space. But again, I feel like this was to help. This was a learning experience for you, to help you to heal, learn, and grow. Yeah, you're going to awaken to this, which is going to help you to make change. For Libras, one more. For Libra spirit, what does Libras need to know? You guys have a Two of Cups. There's a opportunity to be able to create a more balanced and harmonious connection. But this is going to be on your North Node, Libras. Now, some of y'all are still paying off karmic debt, still doing shadow work, taking accountability so that you can heal and make this transitional phase from your South Node to your North Node. Okay. And when you get to your North Node, that's when you're going to be creating more balanced and harmonious connections. So I'm assuming that this connection is a connection that you didn't have balance in. There was no harmony there. It didn't blend well. Maybe those were signs that you seen too, that you overlooked at one point. Or maybe you weren't seeing clearly with the moon card here, because the moon is in the midst of you guys' read. Now, this could be your moon sign and your North Node can both be significant for this read. Your moon sign or your North Node can be in Aries, can be in Scorpio, could be in Libra, could be in Leo, Aquarius, Pisces, or Cancer. Because something about your moon sign, your South Node, and your North Node is significant. Okay, but you're going through a transitional phase from your South Node to your North Node. You're doing your shadow work. You're taking accountability. You're choosing healing. You're choosing growing. That's what Spirit is saying. Give yourself grace, because maybe there were things that you weren't seeing clearly, not just about the person that you were in a situation with, but also about yourself. Shadow aspects about yourself that needed to be illuminated in this connection so that you can continue to heal, learn, and grow and ascend into your North Node. But you need to be mindful here and trust your intuition of someone who could be creating illusions about putting in work to heal and grow. But this could be someone who was resisting to change. Or they're really, really slow to make change. Okay. And they could be trying to mask as if they are healing, or create some type of illusion as if they are healing. But you need to trust your intuition, because you will know if someone is still in self-sabotaging energy, or if this is someone who actually has been putting in the work to grow. But I don't feel like this person has, whoever this is. And this is a situation, a karmic connection that you're ascending. And with this Tower card here, you're going to get a reality check. Not just about who this person really is, the mask, but you're going to get a reality check about yourself and why you attracted this person. There's reasons to why you attracted this person. There could be things that this person brought out of you that were unhealthy for you and your overall well-being. And you're going to realize that that's something that you need to heal from or change in order to ascend. Okay, and that's why Spirit is saying stay focused. All right. You're going to have a breakthrough, receive clarity, Divine Feminine. And I do see you moving forward in a positive direction. Now, some of you guys may receive some communication that's going to be disappointing, but it's going to help you to recognize a choice. Okay, and create distance between you and someone else who maybe you were sleeping with, or you've been thinking about, or someone who's been thinking about you. Okay. And how maybe some inner conflict has started within you. Now, I don't know. It could be this truth. I don't know if this truth is going to come within a disagreement, a fight, a misunderstanding, or again, something's going to be communicated to you that's going to be disappointing and it's going to cause you to be maybe sad or angry. Some of y'all may even struggle with your emotions. I feel like that Queen of Cups in reverse could have been y'all, Libra. Some of y'all could struggle with your emotions. And there's an opportunity to heal and learn how to better regulate your emotions. Now, I don't know if you used to be explosive with the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands. Like you were an explosive emotional person. Like when you got triggered, you went 0 to 100 real quick. Okay. Someone, tries to fire start, you take it to hell. I don't know. It's given like there's a lesson around here too about you suppressing your emotions and holding things back and neglecting your own emotions. Because some of y'all might hold it and suppress it back for so long until the point where you explode. And then when you explode, you going in. Okay. Because I'm kind of getting that too. So there could be a lesson around that too. You taking accountability for you having explosive emotions. Maybe you're going to realize that you used to suppress your emotions a lot, neglect your own emotions. And it could be because in childhood you were neglected emotionally, or throughout your adult relationships you were neglected emotionally. But it's something about you even neglecting your own emotions after a while, suppressing them. And I don't know if it's because after a while you start to feel like, oh, well, people don't care how I feel anyway, so why even say it? Because it's almost giving that. Like every time I try to express how I feel, you know, people act as if, you know, it's an argument, it's a fight, or, you know, whatever. But it's something about maybe a disagreement that you had where you were explosive, and it showed you in that time maybe a side of you that you didn't really like, because you may have said something or done something out of this explosive emotion. Okay, but there's a lesson around there too. So a lot of shadow work being done. Ascending is happening. I love this for you, gang. There's ascending that's happening. And as you ascend, you're going to create connections that are going to be very healing for you. That's going to give you even reciprocity. That's going to give you a shift as far as people who actually will care and be genuine about how they feel about how you feel. Because you could be someone who's very empathetic. You know, you always care about how others feel, and you take into account how they feel. But it's like when it comes to you, you feel neglected. And so after a while, you start neglecting yourself because you're like, well, nobody really cares about how I feel. So something about that is significant. And that could be a part of your shadow work that you're going to discover on this self-discovery journey, is that you could be really emotionally explosive, but this could have to do with you being neglected in the past. So you'll also be doing some childhood wound healing. Dang, I couldn't get that out for nothing, gang. I just seen 2211, which is about enlightenment, spiritual growth, personal development. So the enlightenment that you're going to receive is going to help you to spiritually grow, but also personally develop, heal. Okay, I love this for you, gang. Yeah, and someone that you seen maybe as a romantic interest, at one point you're setting boundaries with this person because they gotten exposed, or things have gotten illuminated to you. Again, maybe even why you attracted this person. It could have been to help you to set stronger boundaries as well. Okay, I see you creating balance with the yin yang card. There's an opportunity for growth, for healing. Okay, and I feel like you're choosing that. You're taking that opportunity. But someone who lied about a bitter truth you discovered. So in this reality check, maybe you're going to discover a bitter truth. Someone could have lied about something to you, Libra. Now, it could be, because remember, there's someone here who was holding on to the past. Someone's still holding on maybe to an ex-lover they're still in love with. I haven't gotten into that yet, but it's almost giving me that. Maybe that's a bitter truth you're going to discover, is that someone was built on a faulty foundation between you and someone else, because someone could have been like sneaking, cheating, lying. But you're going to walk away from this person. Okay. I also see you working on trauma, working on healing trauma, baggage. You're soul searching. You're going within and working on your shadow aspects. You're receiving signs and synchronicities about this. But you're also receiving signs and synchronicities about a karmic. Okay, but it's to help you to make healthier choices and to choose inner healing. I love this for you, gang. Anyway, though, I hope this gave you the insight and the clarity that you need. If you would like to check out the extended reading, you can click the link down below to my membership, or go to my page and click join there. But if not, this is going to be the energy reading for Libra Gang Gang.